Welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today, we're cracking open a new bottle of John J. Bowman, Virginia Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So this one was requested from us way back in the beginning of the channel. But again, I've searched long and hard for this one. I've never seen it in Massachusetts.
I was just looking at them today, and it's not here.
Oh, I thought you meant like in a store. I was like, really? Because I've never seen it.
No,
we do get the Bowman brothers, and we do get Isaac Bowman with the finish. So, but thanks to super fan of the channel, Steve was on vacation in Virginia again. I'm like, why are you down there? Because this is made in Virginia, supposedly, So
says it on the bottle.
There was one left in the store. I'm like, grab it, please. So we got this. This is a single barrel. It's 100 proof. We got it for $52.99. The company is Sazerac. The distillery is the A. Smith Bowman Distillery. The mash bill is undisclosed, but I don't know if it's still the case. When they first started, I know for a fact that they never brewed their own whiskey, and I think they're trying to now, but it's all about time. Don't quote me on this part, but it is rumored to be Buffalo Trace mash bill #1. But it is also rumored that it's triple distilled, so like they distill it twice at Buffalo Trace, once at theirs, or once at Buffalo Trace, twice more at theirs. They do something to it. That's what the scuttle on the street is. But whatever they do, that is what the mash bill is supposed to be. So it's named after Colonel Bowman, who was a military commander and governor of Kentucky County. One of the best cork pops we've had in a long time.
It's actually a neat little cork. Well, it's not even little.
It's not little, actually. It's a good-sized cork and a lip on the bottle. So I'm giving this an A minus right off the bat. You know what I mean? Actually, I'll go with higher than that. I'm going to go with I do like the bottle because they do have a dude on the back. Was this the one? Yeah. When the bottle starts, can you see it? If you look through it, there's a guy on the back. So now you'll see it when it comes. It should shine through once the whiskey starts going down. And don't you worry about that. The whiskey will be going down. So, but very excited to try this one because
the nose right off the bat is.
I forget who it might have been. Trema way back in the day had said, "Oh, if you like something, you should try this." And I've been looking for it ever since. But I've never seen this bottle up here.
We got the two colors, like you said.
Yeah. And it was funny because he actually called the store and he's like, "Do you happen to have this?" They're like, "Yeah, we have it." And then they went down and they showed him every bottle but this one. He's like, "Nope, that's not the one he's looking for." So, and they're like, "Oh no, we have one. We have one." And so I'm like, "Please grab it. Thank you." Ooh, big nose right up the bat.
That's what I said.
Big nose.
It's actually nose and taste is very tasty.
And taste. Oh, time to refill. I haven't even got it in me yet. Jeez.
You just keep doing your talking.
Sorry, I gotta do some reading over here.
This is actually very nice.
That's what everyone said.
Nose is right off the bat was like delicious, and the taste and the flavor is right there.
Oh no, the flavor jumps on your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could remember. This is going way back in the beginning of the channel. It might have been when we did a Blanton's. It was something we did, and they're like, if you like that one, try this one if you can't get it. You know what I mean? It might have been one like a Blanton's that's hard to get, and they mark it up to $150, where they were like, get this one instead because it's cheaper.
I just seen one 2 days ago for $250.
It's crazy. It's
like,
crazy.
Who is paying that?
I want to know who's paying $4.99 for a Caribou Crossing. That's what I want to know.
Well, even worse on that because it's $4.99 or $3.99. I said $3.99 for a stag.
Yeah. At least that's good.
I still can't find the owner. I want to ask her what the hell happened.
No, it's everywhere. That's the thing. Someone had said,
she's got Blanton's up there too for $150.
It was on one of the videos we recently did. I forget which one it was, but it was a Virginia. We got it in Virginia. And he's like, yeah, the curse and the blessing of being a Virginia shopper. Because when you do find something, it's for legitimate prices like this. But when it's just controlled by the government, so you don't get to say. But then again, the stuff comes here and they just mock it up to whatever they want. So it's really not you're not any worse off if it gets here, because Massachusetts is like a black hole.
We are very, very restricted for whatever reason, and obviously nobody's listening.
So yeah, because Steve actually had something else going on a Connecticut a New York border the other day, and he swung over and stopped. He got a couple new bottles that I've never seen before. He's like, I had to stop. His wife was doing something. He's like, I'll be back in a minute. He's jumped over the border. And just because, New York, it's right there, and they just total different stuff. This is absolutely banging in the nose.
It's everything. It's got the extra little flavor and hang time with the nose right off the bat. You didn't even have to pull for this.
No,
it's
and that 100 proof is beautiful.
No.
Like that's that. I think that's my only complaint when we do have a good blend. It's like some people, it's a single barrel, so you never know. And again, this is also a single barrel.
Yep.
But man, that viscosity, the proof, it sits on your tongue nice.
Nope,
it coats very well for 100 proofer. This is very nice.
It's very good.
This will definitely be going on a. I know
on a tour.
No, when
it's going on a tour.
No,
it's gonna go battle in a battle tour.
The funny thing is I'm trying to see. I'm getting such an oak.
Are you
yeah, no, I'm no. I got such an oak on my nose. I'm waiting for like the Buffalo Trace butterscotch to come out, but I'm not getting that. I'm not. That's so far I haven't got that. I've been waiting.
I'm getting a sweetness, but I'm not getting the butterscotch.
Neither am I. That's why I said no. I want a little bit more because I want to see if it after a couple sips. Because remember when we were at the bar that day, and the more I kept drinking all of their products, by the end of it, it was a butterscotch
at that price. You had to sip it.
Oh yeah, no kidding. But I'm
not disappointed.
There is a fruity sweetness, and it just hasn't. And it might. No, I think I'm getting it now. But again, that could be because I've been looking for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, would I pick it out of a blind?
That's it. You say if you get a butterscotch, you can now maybe pull that as a hint. But you've just been saying if it's 6 times.
I'm searching for it, and that's the good thing with doing these.
I get the sweetness more.
Yeah, when we do these as a blind, that's the true test. Because when you don't have a clue what you're actually drinking, that's the biggest thing. Where because then you don't know. This is going to be interesting because I remember by the end of that Wilderness Trail, I was really getting that same profile.
That was actually another good flavor.
That's.
I don't know if the nose came out.
Someone did ask for that, and I think it's going to be this one, that one, and I'm going to pick a couple other good ones, and we're going to see because we got to figure out who the fourth place.
Another bad day.
Fourth place winner is on there. We have something else first, but that is on the list.
Our list keeps flipping and
you
flipping.
Won't be sad. No, thank you for everyone who's making suggestions because it makes my job that much easier. It's tough to decide like what you want to do, and honestly, I like it when someone like really wants to know
because it does make it obviously easier for you, especially because I just show up.
No, but
he just what did you do today?
Well, you know
couldn't even unwrap it.
I used to watch way more Whiskey Tube than I do now because, of course, we're kind of living.
I never did.
Well, I always did. So, but some shows are just better than others, and that's all there is to it. So, when we put together a good show, and thank you for everyone who watches it, and thank you even more for those that compliment and say, you know what I mean. It makes you feel good, but it's like you want to try to keep performing. You want to keep going up. You know what I mean. You don't want a dead show.
We want the numbers too.
Well,
but
that's just it.
It's a slow climb.
I just want people to enjoy it because I'm having fun doing it. That's the biggest thing about it. You know what I mean? So would I love to have 50,000 viewers? Sure. But I like the fact that people are actually enjoying it and we're not getting the hate comments like you guys suck. Well, we do get a couple of them, but I don't mind them because that makes me laugh sometimes too. So, but like they're, every once in a while.
And sometimes they weren't listening.
Mm-hmm.
So they were complaining about something that was covered,
I'm still a whiskey noob. Don't get me wrong. When it comes to this, I don't consider myself good at what we do. But the difference is, honestly,
we're having fun at it.
But what the difference is what I was getting for flavor and tasting notes, which just so we can actually say we reviewed this. This is dynamite. $52, buy all day for me. If you can get this and you've never tried it,
that's the biggest
for
thing
a single barrel for 50, and it's rumored to be 9 to 10 years is what the rumor was. I don't know if that's true, but it tastes all of that. There's a nice oak, caramel, fruity, sweet. There's every flavor you can think of. This is very good
for 100 proofer. You're not really getting that crush sparkle.
No,
it's not.
I am starting to get. I hope I can pick this out of the thing. I am getting that Buffalo Trace vibe though, but it's like with a nice oak smell, though. I'm getting like a
I'm
caramel,
not
a thick
getting really
caramelly
getting.
oak. I get it
Well,
in the
I'll
taste.
get a caramel, or that's my sweetness, I guess.
Mhm.
But, and I could go with a light fruit with the sweetness. But we've had that a couple of times. Wasn't Green River that way too? One of them had a nose too that way. Or Wiseman. Or Wiseman was wheat.
I
forget
don't
now.
remember which. This is
We've
definitely
had-
giving me
we
that
haven't
fruity
really had-
butterscotch. I got sidetracked on my own
Lately.
story. I shut myself off, but
Too many suck ones.
I don't even remember what I was saying. But this is very good. This is
It
very,
is
very
super
good. Thank you again, Steve, for picking this one up because again, this is yet another one, and which makes me weird because I think we may or may not have done the Bowman brothers, but we 100% did Isaac Bowman because that's the one that was finishing a port barrel, and I
don't think
really
we
like
did-
that one. But I
and
think we
it-
did the Bowman brothers right in the beginning. I thought because it was another $30.
Was
bottle.
that a cheap? Yeah,
It was a cheap one.
Then we did do that one.
I think we did that one, and
There's
I think I crushed it.
there was
pretty
another
quickly.
one. Was it this one that we were looking for? One other one.
This is the one I've been looking for. It
Yeah.
has. It's. I've never seen it. It may be here, and people scoff
No.
it up, but I've never seen it. So
If you find it, it's worth a try.
100%. And it just keeps getting better in the glass. So I
absolutely.
figured this is going to be one of them. The more it opens, it's just going to just keep getting better and better.
It's
in
not
the thing.
weak.
So
Just when it opens. So
right. Well, there you go. We can keep this short and sweet since tomorrow's Blind Fight Friday, and those usually run late. But especially for a single barrel, I hate to give a huge recommendation for a single barrel in case someone gets a bad one. But I don't think I've ever seen anyone complain
How
about
much can
these.
it really vary?
Well, you'd be amazed. You know what I mean?
No, we've done some single barrels.
We've done a lot of them. We've
know what I
actually
mean?
had a lot of good ones. But there
Yeah,
are
and we've
people.
done store
You know the
picks,
one that
which-
everybody says, and we've never done it. Well, I said I was going to wrap it up real quick, but is Michter's 10 year? People say it's terrible. A lot of people say it's terrible, and then they finally get a good one, and they're like, "Oh my god, now I know what everyone's talking about." That's one that varies a lot. That I've seen a lot of people.
I'll keep an eye out. I haven't
But
really.
no,
I haven't
it's
really
not a matter of
seen
that.
one.
It's just a matter of that's one that you said, "Oh, you never get a bad single barrel." I know a few other YouTubers that were like, people say this is good, it tastes like crap, and they do crap, and then they finally got another bottle, and they're like, "Oh, that's why," because that bottle was terrible. You know what I mean? So, I mean, this one's phenomenal. So, it makes
again,
me.
there are people that don't like Blanton's either. So
No, and they're hit or miss too. So it all depends on
and
what you
luckily
get.
we ended up with 2 good bottles.
Yeah. Oh no, right. They're both very good, and this reminds me a lot of that. This is delicious. This is butterscotching out to me now, so, as we babble. So we're gonna let this sit for at least a good week and a half. I'm gonna try not to touch it.
No, Steve, you're welcome.
No, he'll try it. There's not even a doubt about that. So we may try it a little bit more. We got to get some more air in here. We got to make it fair to all the other ones. But I definitely want to put this in a blind up against the other one to see. So there you go. Keep your comments and suggestions coming because I like when you guys give me a Blind Fight Friday or a Sunday. And again, they're lining up. So just bear with us because there is some stuff on the agenda that I want to get out. But I am listening and I am writing them down.
2-3 pages full of
suggestions.
things,
So
they will be fulfilled. Just
a
matter of time.
Patience is a virtue, as they say. So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you. Some of these little sayings our father used to say all the time, and he used to drive us nuts as kids. So that's why
still drives me nuts.
So when you hear him groaning over there, that's why. So good things come to those who wait. There's another one. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe. This is right up there. This is a good start.
This was worth the wait right there. That is phenomenal.